This meeting to order. Please stand for the pledge. Roll call, sorry.
Councilmember Maria Cecilia Cruz.
Present.
Councilmember Tadeo Sael de la Hoya. Councilmember Matias Rosales. Councilmember Gloria Torres.
Present.
Councilmember Javier Vargas.
Present.
Vice Mayor Luis Cabrera.
Present.
Mayor Nieves Raydell.
Here,
Mayor, you have a quorum.
thank you. Now, Councilmember Torres, would you lead us? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We go to item number 3, which is the invocation. Pastor Yolanda Urias.
Buenas tardes, gracias por la invitación. Es un placer estar aquí esta tarde con nuestras autoridades y vamos a poner esta junta en las manos de Dios. La Biblia dice que oremos por nuestras autoridades, que en la paz de nuestra ciudad nosotros tenemos paz. Así es que es una bendición poder orar con nuestras autoridades. Padre, te damos muchas gracias por esta tarde, por la bendición, Señor, que nos das de estar aquí reunidos. Dios, yo te pido por el cabildo, por nuestras autoridades, yo te pido que tú seas con ellos, tú les des sabiduría para tomar decisiones correctas, Padre. Yo te pido por cada miembro del concilio, te pido por nuestro alcalde, Señor, y por cada persona en autoridad, Padre. En el nombre de Jesús, Dios, bendigo esta junta y te pido, Dios, que las mejores decisiones sean tomadas en esta tarde. En el nombre precioso de Jesús. Amén. Y amén.
Item number 4, call to the public. This is the time for the public to comment. Members of the City Council may not discuss items that are not specifically identified on the agenda. Therefore, pursuant to ARS Section 38-431.01H, action taken as a result of public comments will be limited to directing staff to study the matter, responding to any criticism, or scheduling the matter for further consideration and decision at a later date. This is called to the public. Is there anyone that wishes to address the mayor and city council? Este es llamado al público y momento para que el público comente. ¿Hay alguien que desee dirigirse a la alcaldesa o miembros del cabildo?
Buenas tardes, soy el sheriff David Hathaway del condado de Santa Cruz, que es en Nogales, Arizona. I'm Sheriff David Hathaway. I'm from Nogales, Arizona. And I'm here visiting es un privilegio para mí visitar a esa comunidad y al condado de Yuma también. Tenemos una comunidad semejante de lo que ustedes tienen acá, un pueblo en los Estados Unidos, Nogales, Arizona, con otro pueblo, Nogales, Sonora, México, casi igual que tienen ustedes. La relación con México es muy importante para mi oficina del Sherifato de Santa Cruz y para todo el cabildo y el condado de Santa Cruz también. This relationship is very important with us, the relationship with Mexico, and I am privileged to be able to have a visit with you to see how you take care of business. I'm a relatively new sheriff. I'm replacing the longest serving sheriff in Arizona, el Antonio Estrada, también otra persona que apoyó muy fuertemente esa relación con México. Entonces, para mí, poco de mi oficina es ampliar esa relación económica, cultural y familiar que tenemos con la República de México. Entonces, solamente estoy paseando de forma de visita para ver cómo funciona ese pueblo y las autoridades de ese pueblo. Entonces, para concluir, te doy para cada uno de ustedes un moneda que es un recuerdo del sherifato del condado de Santa Cruz.
Well, thank you so much and welcome. I mean, it's an honor to have you, Sheriff. Thank you. It's really an honor and a pleasure. If you stay around for a few days, I would like to invite you to go and visit our law enforcement, top of the line. And thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sheriff. Buenas tardes a todos, alcaldesa Nieves, miembros del concilio. Nosotros venimos en representación de
Disculpen, ¿nos puede dar su nombre y su dirección para el récord, por favor?
Fernando Ramírez y mi compañero.
A Rafael Arcila, de la 558 Sur, Columbia, a Somerton, Arizona.
Yo soy residente de aquí, de San Luis, Arizona, 1235 Babbitt Lane. Como les decía, nosotros venimos en representación del presidente de la Liga de San Luis Soccer Association y agradecemos el espacio que nos está otorgando. Le queremos a nosotros compartir que vamos a estar en este próximo evento, que es el 25 de marzo, celebrando a la vida de César Chávez. Y nosotros estamos organizando lo que es un torneo de penales que se llama Gol por la Vida, en beneficio de la asociación Josefina Yepes, que apoya a las personas en el tratamiento para el cáncer. Todo lo que se recaude en ese evento será donado ahí. Aproximadamente estamos esperando 40 equipos, tal vez más, porque estamos extendiendo la invitación a los equipos de México, San Luis, Río Colorado, Mexicali, y pues queremos difundir y hacer propaganda para ver si nos pueden apoyar más. El evento sería a mediodía, después al término del desfile, en el Parque Joe Orduña.
Nada más darle las gracias por la oportunidad y lo mismo en la representación de la Liga aquí de San Luis, Arizona, de Damián Noriega, y apoyando la causa de la señora Josefina López, y aquí estamos para ayudar.
Muchas gracias. Anybody else? If not, yes.
Buenas tardes, alcaldesa y miembros del concilio. Gracias por la oportunidad. Mi nombre es María Robles y vivo en el 1195 California Street. Nomás para hacer un poquito de historia, la señora Nieves fue la que me hizo mi casa por allá, por los 90s. Y ahí estamos aún y ya la pagamos, ya estamos súper tranquilos. Y pues estamos aquí para agradecer el apoyo tan valioso para celebrar la vida y legado de César Chávez, nuestro líder de nuestra comunidad, de nuestra área. Y de verdad, este marzo cumplimos 27 años celebrando con orgullo la vida de un campesino que se levantó, enderezó su cara y dijo: ya basta que nos tengan apachurrados, que nos pisoteen y que no nos traten con dignidad. Y eso somos nosotros, unidos, celebrando con orgullo la legacía de César, e involucramos en esta celebración desde niños de Early Head Start hasta universitarios, padres de familia, familia entera, están involucrados en este gran evento el día 1, el día 9, 25 y 31. Así que como miran, tenemos buena celebración y somos un modelo de celebración a nivel nacional. Así que, unidos, sí se puede.
Gracias, María. Gracias. Anybody else? Yes.
Buenas tardes a todos. Mi nombre es Carmen Calzada y yo vivo en la 1044 E Pastor y tengo desde el 95 viviendo ahí. Y yo nomás vengo a pedirles que por favor ya no dejen que pasen los semáis por ahí, porque hay veces de donde yo vivo a 4 casas es un lote baldío que está ahí, está lleno de puros carros viejos, parece yonque, y supuestamente aquí es una zona residencial. Entonces, el lunes estaba un semáis atravesado y no podíamos pasar. No estaba todo cerrado porque fue el Día de los Presidentes, así que, ¿qué hacíamos? Hasta que llegó la policía y pudieron quitar ese semáis que se atravesó. Si ese semáis cae arriba de una de las casas. Ahora, por la calle queremos pasar y están los semáis parqueados allí en esa casa donde hay, parece yonque allí. Entonces, tenemos que esperar, mirar a ver si no viene otro carro porque ¿qué va a pasar? Porque los semáis están atravesados y no deben de pasar por ahí. Esa es mi petición que les quiero hacer.
Señora, la estamos escuchando. Acaba de llegar el teniente Santana antes de irse y si gusta en estos momentos él la puede atender para que le diga qué manos en el asunto está tomando el departamento de policía con ese problema tan grande que tenemos.
Sí, porque el lunes, hasta que yo vine aquí a buscar, estaba cerrado todo y me encontré una persona, me tuve que parar ahí porque no había salido, el semáis se estaba atravesando y estaba estorbando la pasada. ¿Y qué va a pasar? Si ese semáis se voltea y cae arriba de una casa, ¿qué va a pasar? Eso es lo que yo vengo a pedirles.
Muchas gracias.
Gracias a todos.
Le doy gracias a todos los que se animan a venir a hablar, a echarnos flores o a criticarnos, se vale. Estamos aquí para servirles. Muchas gracias. ¿Tenemos otra persona? Pásale.
Buenas tardes a todos, a la alcaldesa, a todos aquí, a todo su equipo. Mire, yo vivo en Los Álamos y hacia el lado sur de Los Álamos.
Señor, ¿nos puede proveer con su nombre?
Sí, Víctor Espinosa.
Gracias.
Y vivo en el 2412 de la calle Uribe, en Los Álamos. Sí, ahí al lado sur de Los Álamos es puro desierto y yo ahí llevo a caminar a mi perro en veces. Y hay muchas llantas y mucha basura y muchas cosas así, plásticos y cosas que la gente llega y nomás tira ahí en el desierto. Tienen que estar, si van hasta adentro lo van a poder ver. De la calle no se puede ver. Lo que yo quisiera que si se pudiera poner un dumpster grandote para que la gente no ande tirando ahí las cosas ahí nomás, porque yo creo que es muy malo para el medio ambiente eso. Y se mira mal, pues. Una comunidad de puros cochinos ahí, pues no se mira bien. Gracias.
Muchas gracias. ¿Alguna otra persona? Si no, yo tengo un anuncio, 2, bien rapidito. No como parte del público, pero como alcaldesa. Primero que nada, quiero darle la bienvenida a la señora Jenny Torres, asistente del señor administrador, que está con nosotros. Estuvo por muchos años en desarrollo económico. Y qué bueno, Jenny, gracias por aceptar. Vamos a darle un aplauso. Hay que animarla, Gracias de todo corazón. Yes. La otra es que estamos transmitiendo esta junta en vivo, así que si de repente se va la luz, no se asusten, hay un aironazo y eso puede tener consecuencias. Pero así que siempre sonrientes y pongan el mejor, Luis, ponte así. No, es broma. Bueno, muchas gracias. Sonia.
Item number 5.
Excuse me, I'm so sorry, Mayor. May I step down and for call to the public?
Sure.
My name is Maria Cecilia Cruz, 1255 Reese Avenue, San Luis, Arizona. I am so grateful for this opportunity, Mayor and council members. I'm here as a board member for Yuma Region Bicycle Coalition. On February 11th, we had our 2022 Tour de Fields Award and sponsor recognition luncheon. Proverbs 31 Home Nonprofit was awarded $5,708. U of A, Yuma Alumni Chapter Scholarship Fund, and Foundation of YRMC Pediatric Oncology Support Fund also received grant funds. The first year of Tour de Fields had 30 cyclists participate. 2020 was 136, 2021 was 178, and 2022 we had 200 cyclists participate here in the city of San Luis, which is the most participants. We're so grateful for nonprofits organizations because they also help other nonprofits reach their goal. And I'm here today as a board member to recognize the city of San Luis for being the host city. So if you don't mind, Mayor, accepting our trophy for the city of San Luis.
In behalf of the city of San Luis, I'll be honored.
Thank you. Do I come down or do you just? Thank you so much for the time.
Can I take it home? No. Thank you. We're honored and humbled. Be noted that Mr. De La Hoya showed up a little late, but he's here. Thank you, Tadeo.
Thank you for letting me know.
Item number 5, consent agenda. All matters are considered to be routine by the City Council and will be enacted by one motion. If discussion is desired, that item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered separately. Item number 5A, minutes of regular council meeting held January 25th, 2023. Item number 5B, disbursements from February 2nd, 2023 to February 13, 2023. Total disbursements, $1,163,555.05.
Is there any questions from council or comments? If not, I will entertain a motion.
Mayor, I make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
We get a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Item number 6, discussion and possible action items. Item number 6A, discussion and possible action on any and all matters regarding the contract with Chicano Arts Collective, Inc. for the Chicano Art Walk event for the fiscal year 2022-2023. Kay McQuill, City Attorney.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. This agenda item started back at the May of 2022 with the going through the budget with council and their contracts. It took us a while since this was a new group and a new event that was going to be done with this group. But council had recommended $10,000, had allocated $10,000 on this item. However, with Bienestar, they were able to get quite good sponsorship for the event, and so they agreed to reduce the contribution from the city to $5,000. And this is just a follow-up. This was one of the last two contracts from the allocations back in May.
Is there any comments or questions from council?
I just want to say thank you, Mr. Andrade, for putting this event together and bringing this Chicano artwork to our community.
I second that. Thank you. Thank you for taking care of the kids. You're a great mentor. I heard great things. If there's no more comments.
Mayor,
Yes.
I move to approve the contract with Chicano Arts Collective, Inc. in the amount of $5,000.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor signifying by saying aye.
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 Motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 6B, discussion and possible action on any and all matters regarding the contract with Comité de Bienestar, Inc. for the Cesar Chavez Life and Legacy celebrations in March. Kay McQuill, City Attorney.
I'm sorry, council members, I gave you the spiel for, for the Chicanos Walk for the Cesar Chavez event. This is the event that was agreed to reduce their amount from 10,000 to 5 due to the contributions from all the sponsors.
Any comments or questions from council? If not, I got a comment. Maria, I know that you have dedicated so many years for this event. And here in the city, we appreciate what you're doing, and we're looking forward to teaming up with you and make it, I mean, I don't know how we can make it bigger and better, but we want to work with you, definitely. To you and anybody that works with our field workers, it's a good thing. I'm 100% behind it. I appreciate you negotiating with Mr. Velez and everybody that was in that group. Thank you for understanding, and you have our full support. Thank you. Any comments? Then I'll entertain a motion.
Mayor, I move to approve the contract with the Comité de Bienestar, Inc. in the amount of $5,000 for the Cesar Chavez celebrations in March 2023.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor signifying by saying aye.
Aye.
Mayor, I abstain for possible conflict of interest because I work for committee.
Thank you, Gloria. So noted. Motion carries.
Item number 6C, discussion and possible action on any and all matters regarding the appointment of a trustee to the Employee Benefit Trust due to the expiration of the first of 3 possible 5-year terms of trustee Gustavo McGrew. Adela Cortez, Director of Human Resources.
Good evening, Mayor and members of council. Arizona revised statute authorizes the city of San Luis to establish a self-funded insurance program for health benefits for its employees. The same statute requires the establishment of a health benefits trust for the purposes of management and administration of this program, along with establishment of a health benefits trust board to administer the health benefits trust. The board consists of 5 trustees who shall hold, manage, care for, and keep the fund and establish terms and conditions for the Employee Benefits Trust. On March 14 of 2023, Mr. Gustavo McGrew, first of 3 possible 5-year terms, expires. Mr. McGrew is an insurance agent and has brought expertise to the decisions concerning the health plans in the Employee Benefits Trust. He has expressed his willingness to continue to serve as a trustee. Under Section 3.01 of the Declaration of Trust, the mayor nominates the trustee, and the city council shall consider and may appoint who the mayor has recommended. And Mr. McGrew is here present.
Any questions, comments? If not, it will be my honor to make an appointment of Mr. McGrew to continue serving on this board. Thank you. It's a non-paying board. You have to be very dedicated to serve. I heard it's boring, no fun. So, Mr. McGrew, thank you so much. So I'll entertain a motion.
Mayor,
I move to appoint Gustavo McGrew as trustee to the Employee Benefits Trust.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor signifying by saying aye.
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 Motion carries. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Item number 6D, discussion and possible action on any and all matters regarding resolution number 2254, a resolution of the mayor and city council of the city of San Luis, Arizona, amending the city of San Luis personnel policies, section HR-3-03L, for additional compensation for reassignments to become effective the date of reassignment rather than after 90 days of the effective date. repealing any conflicting provisions and providing for severability. Adela Cortez, Director of Human Resources.
Good evening again, Mayor and council members. The city's salary administration policy allows for employees to be temporarily assigned to cover another position of a higher or lower grade, or assigned to assume some of the duties of a higher or lower pay grade to meet temporary organizational needs. This is commonly done when another position is vacant or as a result of an employee's leave of absence, and those duties of the position requiring coverage. The policy indicates that if employees that they must remain at their regular rate for 90 days, and if the temporary assignment is extended beyond the 3 months, then at the 91st day, employees will receive additional compensation. Staff is seeking approval to provide that additional compensation to employees on the effective date of the reassignment. They're starting to do additional duties from day one, so we are asking that the compensation also starts on day one rather than waiting for 90 days.
Is there any comments or questions from council?
Do we owe money to any employees that have recently gone through the old policy? I'm all for this policy, and I've always said, and what you just said about the employees on a higher, temporary place on a higher pay grade should be getting paid as of the day that they start actually doing their duties. But do we owe money to any employees that have recently, within the last few years? I know there's been a few that have gone back and forth from higher positions to lower positions at the need of the city.
I wouldn't say that we owe them, because the current policy says they have to wait 90 days. We do have a number of employees on temporary reassignment right now. Should this be approved, I would think that going forward is when we would have to make the change on those individuals that are currently reassigned.
Not going back.
That will be an executive decision.
Any other questions, comments? I have a comment. Adela, thank you so much for bringing this up to our attention. It's like Councilmember De La Hoya. It needed to be done, because when somebody else goes to another higher position, they take that responsibility, and it's a responsibility without the right compensation. So thank you. And if there's no more comments, I'll entertain a motion.
I do have a question, or more of a comment. I just want to say thank you as well. Like Mayor Rydell mentioned, I know that HR policies tend to be a little outdated for our city. So thank you for bringing this up and paying the employees from day one rather than 3 months later, because they might be doing the work for a month and a half, and then the other employee comes back and they never got compensated for that time. So this is great. I think it supports employee morale, and it motivates them to take on additional responsibilities that need to be done and taken care of for operations of our city. So thank you, and just know that we are here to support you. Thank you, Adela.
Ms. Cortez, so when you say moving forward, it's an executive decision to the employees that are currently, on a temporary assignment. By executive, you mean Mr. Velez, or by executive, you mean council?
Mr. Velez, do you want to respond to that?
I would defer to council, but here's the problem. We've had many employees that have gone through this phase, and I don't think it would be fair to retro the existing employees and not retro everybody else that has gone through this same problem. Like today, we have 5 employees, 5 or 6, during the interim. So do we retroactive from day one, or do we start tomorrow morning? My choice would be tomorrow morning in the fairness game, because everybody else that went through the same issue was not compensated within the 90 days.
I'm not talking like the ones that have done it for years. I'm talking like we have any employees doing a different assignment. If they have if they're under the policy, the 90-day policy today, let's say they started a month ago, when would they start getting compensated?
Tomorrow.
If it passes, tomorrow morning.
It will become effective tomorrow morning. Not retroactive. Thank you. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions, comments? If not, I will entertain a motion.
Mayor, I move to approve and adopt resolution number 2254 as presented.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor signifying by saying aye.
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 Motion carries. Thank you.
Aye.
Thank you. Thank you, Adela.
Matias is on Zoom.
Item number 6E.
Okay. Matias is on Zoom. Okay. Hello, Matias.
Hi. Yes, I'm on Zoom. Thank you.
Yes.
Hi, Mayor.
Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. Item number 6E, discussion and possible action on any and all matters regarding the City of San Luis Public Works accepting professional services proposal from Nicholas Engineering Incorporated for the redesign, bidding assistance, and construction administration of the County 22nd and 4th Avenue intersection improvements to include dual turn lanes and traffic signals. Manuel Hernandez, Public Works Project Manager.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, honorable council members. Public Works is here this evening requesting approval for the acceptance of professional services for the updating of the current design to include the turn lanes and traffic signals as mentioned.
Any questions, comments from council? I applaud you. Please do something and make it quick. It's chaos, okay? I'm amazed that we haven't had any fatalities there. It's crazy for the people that cannot picture this. It's on this, no, it's where the New Benestar Apartments is. If you go down to County 22nd to either go up to Los Alamos or go down to Walmart, that's where you get stuck. That's where we need this, and it's very much needed. Thank you. Questions?
I do have a question. So the design is fully developed right now. We're going to go back to redesign and add the proposed lanes.
Mayor, Vice Mayor, yes, regarding your question. So we did have a few traffic studies performed, and the recommendation was to add the traffic signals, obviously, and to improve the turn lanes, the storage for turning into the turn pockets. So that's what the improvements would be to the current design. And then additionally, the construction administration for the building of the roadway.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, members of council. So as Vice Mayor mentioned, so we do currently have a design that's complete. It's about 95%. The only difference is that because of the expansion of Cesar Chavez Boulevard, that now we have funding and it's actually on a timeline now to get built. The traffic analysis that was conducted back when we did the original design was updated, and it recommends dual left turns. So the original design only has one left turn, and in the analysis it shows that backing up all the way through the apartments along County 22nd in the evenings and the peak hours. So the dual left turns was something that was analyzed, and it's recommended to help traffic circulation through that intersection. So the current design, it's updating, is really not starting from scratch. It's really just considering the additional right-of-way that's needed. Like as Manuel mentioned, the traffic analysis is completed already. It's really just acquiring the additional right-of-way that's needed and relocating some utility lines. That in the first design we were trying not to do, to try and move the project forward faster.
Got a question. Time frame. When is this going to happen? Because everybody wants to ask that, but they don't ask.
So right now, this is for the design right now?
Yes.
And it's professional services, and once designed, it includes also construction administration. We think we can get it designed and before the end of the fiscal year. We might be able to start construction this fiscal year, but we'll be asking for funding for the completion of the project for next fiscal year. So
Fiscal year ends in June for the people that do not know. So there's hope in the horizon. It will happen this year, right?
Yes, and my hesitation is really not on the design, or it's really on the equipment deliveries. So the traffic signals and the cabinets are long lead time items, but as soon as we are able to identify what's needed, the city can even buy some of the equipment even before going out to bid.
Thank you.
Mr. Hernandez, do we need to go and acquire right-of-ways with the new design, or is that already done?
The preliminary layout that we're looking at, we still will need a one corner, which was actually already discussed, and the owner agreed to it. We just never got the document. On the east side of 4th Avenue, that's where the significant amount of right-of-way will be used. The city has already acquired that through the process of lot split.
Any more questions coming? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
I move to accept the professional services proposal for the redesign, bidding assistant, and construction administration of the County 22nd and 4th Avenue inspection improvements by Nicholas Engineering Incorporated at an amount not to exceed $44,797.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor signifying by saying aye.
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 Motion carries.
Item number 6F, discussion and possible action on any and all matters regarding the acceptance and award of a construction contract for the County 24th Street between Avenue H to Avenue F.5 project. Manuel Hernandez, Public Works Project Manager.
Mayor, Vice Mayor, honorable council members, once again, Public Works is here this evening requesting council approval for the acceptance of award construction services for the roadway construction of County 24th Street between Avenue H and Avenue F.5.
Comments, questions? Because I have a comment. It was long overdue. Okay, it was long overdue, and I personally, as a resident of San Luis, Arizona, not as a mayor, I want to thank everyone that had worked in this project for years. Jenny, thank you for acquiring those right-of-ways that it was a nightmare. For the past mayor and the past city councils that had been on this one before me, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. This is going to help with the traffic on Cesar Chavez from when you get out from Avenue F all the way up to 10th. Now you're gonna have another avenue, and hopefully that one will be done by the month of June or July, because this one, if you guys will approve it, they can start construction almost right away. And thank you, Elogio. I know you've been working really hard on this one. And like I said, Gloria, I know that you and Luis and everybody before me had worked on this one. It was much needed. So thank you. As a resident, I thank you. As a mayor, I thank you. Any more comments or questions?
Mayor?
Just, go ahead.
No, you have a question.
Just to verify, this is coming through ARPA funding? Or did we change it?
1 second.
Sorry, I know Manuel is informed and it's up to date on a lot of things, but I sort of been in the back working for some time on it now. So some of the fundings for this project is actually HERF exchange. And so we're gonna get some YMPO funding for this project, and the remainder, I believe, is ARPA funding.
So it's 3 different pots?
Yes.
I just want the community to know that, I mean, I know we're gonna invest some ARPA funding in this roadway, so they know that we are using funds appropriately to support the needs of the community. And then I do have another question. I've never seen this engineering company, Gutierrez Canales. Have we had business with them in the past? I know they're the lowest bidder, but sometimes not. Not by being the lowest bidder means it's the best service.
So a little history on Gutierrez Canales. So Gutierrez Canales has been around for quite a few years now. They used to be sort of partners with Nicholas Engineering, and one was doing construction, and the other one was sort of the other half of the business was doing engineering. But it's been some years now that Gutierrez Canales is 100% on its own, doing just construction. But we have done business with them. They actually paved County 24th Street between 19th and 20th Avenue, where's the new park in East San Luis. They used to do a lot of work, mainly on the base. They do a lot of federal work. I did check on some recent projects they've done before this council meeting, and they did a couple miles of roadway paving for City of Yuma. So they've been around. I know that the superintendent and some of their paving staff has been doing paving work for more than 20 years. Since I can remember, they've been doing that. So it is a reputable company in the Yuma County area. So I don't have any reservations as far as recommending them for this type of project.
And it's run by a woman, just for your information. Yes?
Now, if no other questions, I move to accept the construction services for the construction of the County 24th Street between Avenue H and Avenue F and a half by Gutierrez Canales Engineer PC, not to exceed $2,639,269.14, and approved budget transfer as stated in the fiscal impact of this item.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Everybody's in agreement, signifying by saying aye.
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 Thank you. Motion carries.
Item number 7, summary of current events by mayor, council members, and/or city manager pursuant to ARS Section 38-431.02K.
I start. After the meeting, everybody that can go and join us at La Bodega, it's not free, but it's for good cause. We have a city employee that is going through very serious health issues, and the owners of La Bodega had agreed to donate 20% of the sales. They started at 5 o'clock to 10 o'clock, so please go, enjoy yourself, and help us with a good cause. It's an invitation. Like I said, I'm not paying. So anybody else?
Mayor, if I may, on Saturday, I had the pleasure of assisting the Comic-Con by Mr. Antonio Carrillo. Great event, a good turnout. There was people there, beautiful costumes and artwork, and got to purchase some little goodies to take back home. I even got a T-shirt, so that was great. Thank you, Mr. Carrillo and his team that make this Comic-Con a success for the past 10 years, and looking forward to many years to come. I know Councilmember Torres and Councilmember Cruz and Councilmember Rosales were also there, so thank you guys for joining the event. And then another thing that I want to mention, San Luis High School has their state championship soccer game Saturday, February 25th at 7 p.m. in Mesa, Arizona. So if they win this soccer match, then they would be bringing the state championship to our city. So those of you that would like to travel this weekend, they're going to be playing in Mesa at 7 o'clock in the evening. And like I said, it's for the championship. So it would be great to see that trophy come to our city. And congratulations to San Luis High School and the soccer team for making it this far.
Thank you. Anybody else?
Yes, Mayor, I would like to make a comment. February is Teen Dating Awareness Month, and one in four women first experience intimate partner violence prior to the age of 18. So on February 16th, South Yuma County Domestic Violence Coalition was invited by San Luis PD, and I want to thank the police department for inviting us as we participated alongside our SRO Valenzuela and Officer Reese. Lieutenant Santana was present. Interim Chief Alvarez was also there. Thank you. This is very dear to my heart. I thank you for your support, as law enforcement is not seen as protectors, and I think this is an opportunity to thank police department, because they are the ones that run into the homes when there's domestic violence, and usually those are the worst cases, because the offender is is the one that is losing control. So who do they, target is probably the police officers. But I want to thank them for this opportunity that we got to speak to the teenagers in the high school. Numbers are going up, and so I just spoke on proper communication between teen relationships, which can get violent and slapping and kicking and pushing. And I said, that's not the way a relationship should go. So thank you to San Luis Police Department.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for going and helping. Thank you. Anybody else? If not, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Do I hear a second? Everybody
Second.
signifying by saying aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Hi.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you, Pastora Urias, for being here. It's a pleasure. Thank